The average supermodel. My girlfriend's mother-in-law. When my grandma died, we, as a family, made the mistake of thinking a 70-plus-year-old man didn't need anyone at that point in his life. Anyway, long story short, my uncle will be turning 19 soon. Nicki Minaj confirms she's in a relationship with Eminem. Imagine how fast they argue. What does mean? My son just got this text from a girl, and he is 13. Should I be worried? I think her dinner and dessert were perhaps a bit too heat, and she got burnt. I hope she is okay. Tell your son to check in on her for me. My husband once received a message like this from a work friend, and he got very nervous and headed straight over to her place to help. He is such a kind man, and I bet your son is too. 2023 cannot surprise me anymore. 2023, Vin Diesel with hair. Man jailed for raping masked intruder in home. A Melbourne man who overpowered and raped an intruder will spend at least 4 years in prison. Oh, hi, Steve. Wow, your friend is playing a hint game. He even sent her custom requests. OnlyFans model horrified to learn her stepdad was her #1 customer. Scientists just erased certain memories from a snail's brain, and they think it'll work with humans too. Scientists, do you remember anything? Snail. Scientists, my god, what have we done? Remember, kids, networks removed Captain Planet from programming and never showed reruns because his message of diverse communities defending from exploitation was a treat to their profits. Men, if a woman accuses you of rape, even if you didn't do it, you shut up and accept the charges. Women have been systematically oppressed for years, and you giving up some years of your freedom doesn't compare to the oppression they've been through. In a parallel world, good news. He's gonna pull through. We lost another one. I'm getting free candy and you're not. Nice things to whisper when hugging someone. You smell different when you're awake. Please help me. Then smile as if nothing happened. Soon, you have lovely scene. I can't wait to wear it. Your hair tastes like strawberries. Tonight, he knows, don't go home. I always knew you would die in my arms. Every time I peep I think of you. No one will ever believe you. Yes, I killed Mufasa. I bet you didn't feel me click your ear. Mother told me it would be like this. I got pulled over, and my ape was in my cup holder and the cop was like, you know the news saying those things are killing people. I laughed a little bit, and said they say the same thing about your lol. He ain't laugh. Should I tell her? Never forget when I lived in Florida, I was talking to this guy, and found out he had a girlfriend. I found her Insta, messaged her, we met up, took a selfie, and posted it to duck with him. He screenshotted the selfie and posted it on his Insta and said both my girls looking good for real. British urgently want the blood of Irish people. National Health Services say it is vital that Irish people in Britain step forward to donate blood. Alads not again. How big of an age gap is to begin a relationship? I'm 32. My girlfriend is 22. We've been together 10 years. How do I delete a tweet? Girls, I know she's my best friend, but I still don't trust her. Boys, after one day of friendship. Life is short. Max out your credit cards. Skip this month's rent. Quit your job. Get evicted. Travel the world. Try crack. Treat yourself. First day to school, and first day to school as a teacher. You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. 2 high-calorie humans wanted for allegedly setting fire to apartment in Toronto. School starts at 8 o'clock. Me at 7:60. PayPal. Hi, I'm PayPal's virtual agent. To get started, simply ask me a question. I'm still learning, so if I can't help you, I'll direct you to additional resources. Brady, I got scammed. PayPal. Great. As a child, I thought I'd have to deal with the Bermuda Triangle a lot more than I have in my adult life. And free dogs. Where are the free dogs? Getting lost in the desert trying to find an oasis, and getting tricked by a mirage and quicksand. I was really worried about quicksand. When you're out of webs, but not out of options. 20 people have died in this home. Family in horror movie. Do not touch must be a terrifying thing to read in braille. So that's where all the batteries for sketch went. Hi everyone, I'm Andy's mother's toy. When you're getting a portrait exam, and you feel the doctor's hands on your shoulders. Tampa Bay Times posted this graph of the hurricane then deleted it after all of the comments were I should call her. Hello. My name is Tom Riddle. I see you have found my Nokia. Good luck destroying this Horcrux. Parts for sale. We sell used body parts. Why is there a hidden N in the chain bulk? That's just an NFT. You see, it's on the bulk chain. This is a refreshingly unique joke compared to all the N-word jokes. What you crave in a relationship is what you lacked in your childhood. I'm figuring this shut out. Definitely didn't lack now in my childhood, but okay. Squishy. God, I want to nully ripe the Minecraft bee and watch it puff up as I cram inside it. What the Nuka-Cola cap is this shut above me? Be me. Arabic. Discover Pilot 12. Master bet on. And off for a week. Find out masturbation is a sin. Get worried Allah will nourish me. Dad ice in a seaside bombing 3 days later. Decide I'm never jacking off again. Fast forward 7 years. Become an atheist. Decide dad's death was a coincidence. Jack off one day. Brother gets hit by a bus next day. Paralyzed from the waist down. Is it my fault, brothers? Afraid of dying alone. Become a bus driver. My neighbor told me coyotes keep eating his outdoor cats, so I asked how many cats he has, and he said he just goes to the shelter and gets a new cat afterwards. So I said it sounds like he's just feeding shelter cats to coyotes, and then his daughter started crying. Millennials who say shut like wholesome heckin' chunker, learning slurs and finding gore videos on 4chan in 2006. Accidentally texted my brother Happy Father's Day instead of my dad, because they are both named Daddy in my phone. Needless to say, I don't think it's good news. Dear Mr. Andrew Lang, following your recent eye test, we are writing to confirm your next appointment, which is at 12:45 p.m. Tuesday the 1st of March 2016. Failed as a rapper, became an Avenger. He proved it's easier to beat Thanos than Eminem. Leonardo DiCaprio treats women like Christmas trees. No use for them after the 25th. The smart kid interrogating me about how I topped all the exams. Me unable to answer as my throat still hurts. When you get kidnapped because a family thinks you're their kid, but the family is rich as duck, so you just play along with it. A 4-year-old kid named Bobby Dunbar disappeared on a family trip. 8 months later they rescued him and reunited him with his family, and they lived happily ever after. Nearly 100 years later, DNA proved conclusively that the kid they rescued wasn't Bobby Dunbar. Dolly Parton. Find the good in everybody. Kindness. Pass it on. Man sues himself and wins. A Kentucky man who threw a boomerang that flew back and hit him on the head has sued himself for $300,000 US, 2.32 million Hong Kong dollars, and won. And astonishingly, it will not cost him a cent, because all the money he won comes from his insurance company. Channel 93. 10-year-old 90s kid. Is this a tighty? I get the point of the phrase hurt people, but I just hear a command twice. Did you know? There is a kind of mushroom that, if eaten only once, is enough to feed a person until the end of his life. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your purchase from my merch store. I also hope that you do your daily lessons, because if you don't, well, let's just say I know where you live now. Living happily with my master. He tells me that I have been a good. He tells me it is time for a reward. We are going to pick a new collar for me, and I get to choose. Sitting excited in the car. Given tasty treats too. Feeling sleepy despite being excited. Eyelids are too heavy. Wake up at home. Sorry, Anon. Looks like you fell asleep. We will get you a new collar tomorrow. Feeling a bit disappointed, but I guess it was my own fault for falling asleep. I realize that my balls are gone. Now I do think I might have been bamboozled, but I just can't put it together what could have happened. It's called eggnog. It's delicious. Did the kids help make it? Couldn't have done it without them. Half of the people in the world wipe sitting down, and the other half wipe standing up. 90% of them don't realize the other group exists. Kneel down before me. My mum always says that to my dad. Please under no circumstances drink uranium dioxide peroxide. Alright, hold up now. Just a family friendly mini golf round. Biscuits and gravy is a weird dish. It's pretty much just really wet flour on really dry flour. The law offices of Miyawski, Clausen and Pertl. Do you have PTSD from spray bottles, vacuum cleaners or brooms? Do you have trauma from the elusive uncatchable red dot? You may be entitled to cat compensation. Call Meow. 1-800-CLAWEARS. This maple syrup tastes great. Where did you get it? This is Marcus. Yes, I'm sexually and romantically attracted to him, and we have done it together. Marcus is a little shy when asking, but he is very sweet afterwards. I will burn this planet down before I spend another minute living among these animals. Study claims more American men are being hospitalized for having foreign objects stuck inside their rectum. Men more likely than women to have foreign object in rectum. This family encased their deceased grandmother in resin and use her as a coffee table. This is how pho is made. So good, but a butch to harvest. You joke, but there actually is a dish made from tapeworms. Specifically Baker's pétière, which is made from the ground and roasted tapeworms of a particular species of woodcock in France. They are safe to eat as long as they are extremely dead, and there's little that guarantees extreme death more than pulverizing an organism to a fine paste and then roasting it. Extremely dead. There should only be one level of dead. Google turned 25 years old today. Leonardo DiCaprio just switched to Yahoo. When I cut wood with my miter saw, the wood burns as it's cut and produces a lot of smoke, and the wood also turns bulk. Why is this happening? New parent idea. 1. Take pictures of you pulling baby out of spacecraft in forest. 2. Hide pictures in attic for kid to find when he's 10. Having kids at this point means you're willingly throwing them into a future oven. Priscilla Presley on her 10-year age gap with Elvis Presley. Even though I was 14, I was actually a little bit older in life, not in numbers. He was very kind, very soft, very loving, but he also respected the fact I was only 14 years old. Drake calls out Shaq to a tickle fight with no clothes on. This weirdo kept staring at me in public. So I was just walking my girlfriend on a leash, as one does, and this guy kept staring, and even taking pictures of us. What happened to free country? A man can't even dress in lingerie and walk his girl on a leash anymore without getting garrossed. This is a dealt of democracy as we know it. How many calories on in an average adult cockage eel? I'm not eating my bird. Food for everyone. I work maintenance in a hotel and we serve breakfast every morning buffet style. So you can make waffles, bagels, get cereal, etc. We also have a heat bin that holds some form of egg, meat and potatoes. The hotel is 166 rooms and we're full. I'm walking by and this lady just grabs the entire container of eggs from the buffet, the entire metal container, and takes it to her 4 to 5 kids at the table. There were 15 to 20 people waiting in line and she took probably 20 servings of just scrambled eggs. I'd never seen anything like it.